Pretty bird with feathers falling, pretty as a lady calling for a pink and midnight lover as she stares into the water, and a yellow moon is rising, and there can't be no disguising that the pretty bird is dying with a silver arrow lying at its side. Rivers of blood, oceans of bleach, life without death, and death without reason. To the whole United Nations, to your greatest expectations, to the moment that you realize as a dark figure steps from out of the shadows. Pretty bird closes its eyes. Pretty Another pretty thing dead on the end of the shaft of the Zen archer. A man in pots forgotten, with an apple that is rotten, and an attitude to match it. Finds a leaf inside a hatchet, and he helped someone in Boulder. Justifiability is in the hands of the beholder, and you just don't know what people will do next. Mountains of pain, valleys of love, death without life, and life without meaning. To the promise kept unbroken, to the love that's never spoken, just as surely as I'm in your ears, a dark figure steps from out of the shadows. Pretty bird closes its eyes. A pretty bird.
Oh, wow. What a track that was. One of my favorite ones. From Todd Rundgren, if you know who that guy is. Famed producer. But also does a lot of great work as well. At least he did. Yeah, from the album A Wizard, a True Star. That was Zen Archer from Todd Rundgren. What do you think about that, Scrattles?
I like it. I like it a lot because you like it, and I love you.
You trying to butter me up for something?
Lady.
Oh, you've already gotten fed. I know that's true. And you've got already an assortment of little toys scattered around the room.
I've hidden them all, Davis.
Why are you hiding them? You hiding them from me?
I don't want you to find them and eat them.
No, I'm not going to eat your toys. You don't have to worry about that.
I can't find them either.
Oh, well. All right. Maybe later I'll go searching for your little Scrattle bones. And then I'll give them to you, and you'll be so happy.
I would surely be so happy.
But before we do that, let's welcome everybody to the show.
Okay, let's do that.
Jason Frey got here really quickly, so thanks to him. He says I always come first. Bit of a double entendre, I think.
I don't know, Davis.
Generic thought. Welcome to you, Blossom. Spinal Tap Taparoo, who is not a woman. Welcome to you as well. He says I always come last.
Oh no.
Marino, I see you there. Welcome to the stream. Kimonito God, welcome to you as well. Being very Dracula-like.
Oh no. Davis is a Dracula. Ooh.
Not really, folks.
Oh, he's not a Dracula at all. He's my best friend.
And you're my best friend, too. M. Awesome, welcome to the stream. Crucial Bunny, welcome to you as well. Jesus Christ. Is this Davis's fuck music? Says totally not Mitzi. Oh my gosh. I never did use it for that particular purpose, but I guess it would work. 70s porn music here. Oh my gosh, you guys didn't like that one? Maybe it's me because I'm an old fogey, but I like all that 70s stuff. But not for everyone. It's fine. I understand. People have different tastes, or maybe we can debate about it for hours. What do you think, Scrattles?
I don't want to debate you, Davis. I just want my Scrattle bones.
Oh, all right then. Queen of Bants, welcome to the stream. I see you there. Your base project crash on you? Yeah, it did, but we've got most of it recovered through the magic of YouTube. So we'll get back onto it. We're going to clean up the image a bit, maybe widen the thighs. We talked about that before. As I looked on it later, I kind of agree with it. Let's deselect real quick and flip the image on its head. See if we can look at it in a whole new way. All right. Davis, how do you feel on Niccolo Pagani Caprices? My good sir, Niccolo Pagani Caprices? What are you talking about? Is that a person or is that a thing? You've certainly thrown me for a loop, sir. I feel like I can't talk about this subject until I know a little bit about it. You might be trying to work me into a shoot. You dirty dog. All right. Queen of Band says, "Gotta love Adobe. $900 of trash programming. You're crazy." Like I said earlier, it was a bit of a dirty trick to revert my settings when they did the update. Now, that being said, it was also a dirty trick of my old mind to not save it manually, which I should have done. Adobe is a wonderful program. I absolutely love it. Now, I'm not fishing for a sponsorship deal. I'm just telling you what I think, folks. Nothing is perfect. Nothing under the sun. Now, if you call Adobe a trash program, you're obviously talking right out of your ass because it's a wonderful program. The amount of things that you can do with this, oh, it's just limitless. And yeah, I do love it. All right, after taking a look at that, I think I agree. The thigh is probably, well, it's probably a lot of things. It's probably too thin. Might be even too short, actually, now that I think about it. Jason Frey says wider the better. Mm-hmm. M. Awesome says, I hope Law and his herp is doing okay. Gosh, yeah, that's true. I don't know. We did stream a little late today. I don't know if we're going to hear from him. But if we do, we'll be sure to ask him if he got to the doctor. I don't think he did. But eventually. Alt Centrist says that ass is perfect, Davis. We could add a little junk in that trunk. If you know what I mean. Crucial Bunny says, Davis, have you tried the open source version of Photoshop called GIMP? Yes, I did. Didn't like it. I was such a Photoshop kid that when I tried it, I was just like, nah. I was like always like, ah. Everything was a little off. Things didn't just like work the way Photoshop worked. Things were in different places, as you would expect. It's a different program and all. But yeah, I was like, you know what, fuck that. See, what happened is I had well, don't tell Photoshop this. I had a bootleg version of Photoshop for a while. I can't remember which one it was. Creative Studio 5, I think, for the longest time. And then my hard drive crashed, and I lost all my programs, lost a lot of things. Didn't lose any artwork, though. I was very good about that. Now, my hard drive crashed, and then I lost Photoshop. So I was like, you know what? I said if I ever lost Photoshop, I'd go ahead and buy the program, get a subscription to the thing. I spend so much time on Photoshop, I might as well, spend the $10, $12 a month for the thing, and but not before checking out all my other options, and of course GIMP being one of those. But I like Photoshop. I like it a lot, and moreover, I wanted to see what the newest Photoshop version would do. And there is so much it can do, folks. So much more than I have ever done with it. So maybe one day we will. Generic Thought says, hello, husband. I just came to see your... Whose ass is that? Oh, this right there? Oh, that's, I don't know what that is. That wasn't here. I'm sorry. I apologize. My husband fell asleep earlier. Sorry, friends. Sorry, I had to do it. Alt Censor said that ass is so nice it doesn't matter whose it is. It's art. This is true. We gotta appreciate this ass. Can't we do that, folks? Can't we appreciate that? It's all about curves and lines, all these objective things. M Awesome says, I'm gonna need an update for fuck's sake. Oh, I just got married 2 months ago. To my daughter, apparently. No, it's a bit. Generic Thought. She's doing a bit. I'd appreciate my husband, father, brother not enjoying other women's asses if I can't enjoy other men's dicks. Why do I read these things? She's trying to give me the bad times. Yes. The ass belongs to Pro Jared's ex-wife, Heidi O'Farrell. Yes, that's Heidi O'Farrell's ass. Crucial Bunny says, Blossom, you need to stop. So true. Generic Thought says, I need to receive anal, but I need to stop? Which one? Oh my gosh. Probably should just stop. Crucial Bunny. Why not both? Exactly. Why not both? Spinal Taparoo says, Blossom, you don't have a prostate. It's pointless for you, woman. Oh my god. Let's not get into this. It's gonna get into dirty dog territory pretty soon. Queen of Bant says, I still have the full suite I purchased. I refuse to pay monthly for a program. Fuck that. Well, it's a very expensive program. So, I don't know. Seems like it's a good deal. The full suite purchase. That's a big purchase. Now I used to have all the other ones as well, such as After Effects. I like that one too. But damn, if I wouldn't spend hours on that thing and not get anywhere with it. But it's fun. Gamelina, welcome to the stream. Clint Eastwood, he says, is this live? YouTube didn't say you were live. YouTube is trying to ban me because I won't stop talking about right-wing Sophie. My God, I finally got a chance. Someone was posting Sophie vids on Twitter. I've never seen anything with Sophie there. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this girl. So I probably shouldn't say anything. People say things like she's just a little edge lord, just a little edge queen. It's probably true. Probably some truth to that. I don't know. It always makes me feel uncomfortable when people are backing things that children say. Let's remember, children are still developing. So, I don't know. Like and retweet all you want, I guess, but folks, but I don't know. Be cautious about things like that. Jason Frey says, I hate the bad times. It's true, everyone hates the bad times. Jason, it's not just you, buddy. I wonder if we should wait to flesh out this ass thigh maneuver right here until we do the highlights. Fuck it. We'll just do it. Gabellino says they call her a genius. Well, she's certainly saying all the right things for the people that dig that message. I think what my takeaway is everybody wants to have a feeling that the future is in good hands, right? That's why people like and retweet. Excuse me, I have to sneeze real quick. That's why people like and retweet all these things with kids, just to remind them that the future is in good hands. And I think that's still the same thing with shitlords on the internet. They still feel the need to feel safe and secure in the knowledge that when they're gone, other little shitlords will remain. Just part of the human condition, folks. Queen of Band says, yeah, I can't think of a single Adobe program I haven't used. I've lost maybe 70 hours on crash projects and false saves. Well, I guess you have every right to call it a shit program or whatever you want to call it. Feel free to do so. Gabellino says, if a 14-year-old is smarter than you and is your role model, it might be time to reconsider your life. Might be. Tipsy Top, welcome to the stream. Tipsy Top says, to be honest, I think some of them just like her to meme about like Spurgs. They just like her to meme about like Spurgs. Yep, probably some truth to that as well. Gobelina goes on, they complain when transgender advocates use children to advance their cause. How is this any different? He goes on to say, I don't mind Soph, but it's creepy to watch a 14-year-old as an adult. Yeah, I wouldn't, yeah. I don't know. If I need some hot takes about things, I'm not going to go to the prize egg section of YouTube. That being said, to each their own. It could be said she's a bit of a curiosity. So if you like curiosities, and I guess I do, then that's fine. You can check her out. But obviously, it's not going to be anything that I pay too much more attention to. Now, a bit of news. Did you hear? Ralph Retort will not be streaming on Memology's channel anymore. That certainly lends some credence to what was being said earlier this morning about the clipping channels, how they were being taken down, and it was suggested it had something to do with Sophie. Now, given that Ralph had some associations with Sophie putting her on the air, maybe he might feel like he's in the crosshairs coming up. But it could be all sorts of things. Let's remember, Ethan Ralph has a controversial show. I'm surprised that he was on Memology's channel this long in the first place. But that being said, we wish him the best in his future endeavors. I think he plans to go streaming on DLive. Could be streaming there right now. Who knows? I don't care. Haven't watched that show in a dog's age. Crucial Bunny points out because using children to push transgenderism is child abuse. Not wrong. He gets into some shaky territory real quick, folks, when we're talking about transgenderism in children. Also gets very controversial. I don't know if it'll be too controversial in this chat, but that being said, people are different. People have different ideas. That one in there, that whole thing about children uh, um, changing their sex at an early age. Oh, it's very troubling. I don't mind telling you. ADSF satellite, why is the top of the hip in shadow if the light seems to be coming from above the shoulder and the forehead? I'll tell you why. Because we're not tackling lighting until I do a color temperature a color temperature thing that I'm going to do, and that's going to come towards the end when all the detail is laid out, when everything is there. Then I'll work on color temperature, and then I'll do the highlights. So, No such thing as controversy here, says Spinal Tap Taparoo. This is true. Time to jam out with your clam out and rock out with your cock out. Jesus Christ, you're trying to start an orgy. Spinal Tap Taparoo. What are you doing? M. Awesome says, I watched a show that had a little boy who was transgender. He was really young. Yeah. I don't know. It's very disturbing. Goblina says Soph is great for the younger generation. Her peers, JF fawning all over her today was pathetic. Ooh, was he? And this from the man who got rid and banned Emily Eucas for being edgy. Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible display. But I didn't, of course, see that JF thing. Maybe that'll be worth checking out. But let's get current with the chat before we get back to work. ADSF says, cool, I figured you had a plan, was just curious. Yeah, absolutely. We're always thinking ahead of things and whatnot. Let's soften this real quick. Using the airbrush tool, as some people call it. I just use it to soften things. It's the best way to soften things in town, in my opinion. M. Awesome says it was disturbing because his mother was pushing it on him. I just don't understand. Well, she wanted a little girl. No, we've seen things like that before. It's always a bit disturbing. And when you get into sexuality at that age and whatnot, it's just, oh man. Woof. What a can of worms it is. Crucial Bunny says it's been 10 minutes. Have you saved yet? Now, in this corner right here, every 10 minutes it should say saving. Now, if that doesn't happen, I'll make sure that I'm looking in that corner because I'm very suspicious. Queen of Band says no clue who this Sophie is or this Soph is. Well, you should be in the loop. You might want to book her on one of your mini shows. No, I'm just nagging you a little bit. Dear Lord. Naomi Diaz, welcome to the stream. She says, good evening, Dave. Well, good evening to you. Clint Eastwood said, did you turn the recovery shit on too? I certainly did, sir. I got all my eggs in a row. The one thing I didn't do that I just realized, we're going to redo this whole fucking leg. I think it's too short. All the time we spent recovering this leg. I guess we could do some Photoshop kid tricks and but fuck it, we're just going to redo it. It's never gonna look right if you just do those fucking tricks. And we might lose some skeleton here and there, but it's fine. The knee should be here. That's what I think. Also sync with Dropbox. No, yeah, the one thing I didn't do is disable the auto update for Photoshop. I'll do that tonight. Yeah, okay, so the knee should be here. Let's increase the flow here. So that means the armor should be coming around here. Talking about transgender children in the chat. Alt Centrist says, Those people aren't human. They want to fuck up a kid for social points. It's sick. Yeah, it seems to me sometimes they treat their transgender children like an accessory. Oh, my child is transgender. My little boy wants to be a girl. He's transgender. Well, you know what? Kids kids are all over the place. They want to be something one day and they want to be something else the other. That's why it's such a difficult subject matter. But we know this. I'm not telling you anything new. Not giving you any hot boomer takes that you can take to the water cooler tomorrow. We know this to be true. Scrattles likes my sound effects.
What are you doing?
The leg does look gimpy, as Queen of Bants says. Yep, it's true. Alt Centra says, I saw a kid today that thought he was both a T-Rex and a Ninja Turtle. It's like pick which one. Come on, kid. And then the doctor will turn you into it. He's gonna have to go through the rest of his life as a T-Rex when he only wanted to be Leonardo. How did we get here, folks? Let's see if I got it right. Knee. This one. We have to consider this other leg too. I don't know if we're going to do any work with that one. Flesh it out. Volumize it. Comes down here. Then over here. Comes down here. Somewhere around there it falls off. And then the boot is somewhere bigger than that. Now the other leg. Let's make a let's make sure we know what we're doing. I think we should be fine. It's right there. Could probably make it stick out there. We might we could do well to move it over, I guess. Let's try it out. Moving everything over. Let's just try it out, folks. Edit. Step backwards. What did we not grab? Dear Lord, what are we not grabbing? What are we missing? Oh, we're missing everything. Got too many layers, folks. to merge these later sometime. Should be fine. Two. Yeah, it should be fine, I guess. All right. Queen of Bant says, speaking of Gimpy, I am selling an alternative to Photoshop called GIMP, HMU. HMU for a full version for $5. What are you talking about? It's probably a joke there that I'm not getting. It's perfectly fine, though. All right. Crucial Bunny says he is selling fucking open source software? Maybe that's the joke. I don't know. Scrattles, what are you doing?
Looking for my bones, Davis. They're somewhere.
Oh my god. We're going to flesh out this leg, even though we're going to put armor on it. Just for my own, the benefit of myself. Thing. Scrattles, what are you doing? The most common phrase on this stream. She's always up to something. That's the problem.
Not always up to something.
What are you doing right now?
I'm up to something.
Okay, well, there you go. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure this out. Eventually. As we tend to do on this stream, we never give up. We never surrender. If things don't look quite right, we'll make them right. It's just part of the cost of doing business. Especially in the way that we chose to do business this time. Not exactly sure how we got into this situation, but Jason Frey says, so Photoshop is all about layers. Well, it's all about a lot of things. But yeah, layers is a big deal. That's one of the things that gives you a great deal of power. For example, so many things you can do with those layers. You could take one image and through the use of layers, just constantly just have so many options with it. It's a very powerful way of doing things. I try to limit the amount of layers I have simply because it can be maddening to keep track of them. Gobolino says, I can't get any wires for a few days. I'm on a diet. I'm going through ketosis. Oh my gosh. Poor little cat. Slash goblin. Then we'll put the heel of a boot right around here, where we think that belongs. And then eventually we'll go back and get that armor put back on her. And then we'll move on. We won't do any detail on the armor this go around. We'll do the same thing we did yesterday. We'll alternate between one skull to one piece of armor, breaking apart the image that way. Because I don't mind telling you, the armor is a bit of a drag. Still get a bit of enjoyment out of it, for sure. But if we did it all in one fell swoop, it would be a bit of a drag. Queen of Bant says, I keep an entire palette as a layer just so I have easy color reference sheet. Yep. When I first started off on Photoshop, yep, that was a technique I saw multiple people use. Eventually I fell out of favor with it. The best thing about Photoshop, you can just use your own piece of work as the palette. I keep saying the best thing about Photoshop. There's so many great things about Photoshop, but I will stop singing its praises because I could do that all day. Lester Mycroft, welcome to the stream. He says, dat ass and milkers. This is true. This is what we offer on the Night Beast. I imagine Gobolino knows you, Mr. Mycroft. Spinal Tap Taparoo says, tomorrow I'm going to be pulling rocks all day. Time is going to drag tomorrow. Pulling rocks? Are you in prison? Oh no, that's breaking rocks. Well, we certainly wish you the best of luck out there pulling rocks, whatever that means. What an odd job. Spinal Tap Taparoo does. He just pulls out rocks from various places. People pay him to do that. You want rocks? Yeah, I like a rock. Well, you must talk to my mate, Spinal Tap Taparoo. He's the best rock puller I know. All right, mate. I'll give him a call. But I'll warn you this. I got a lot of rocks for him to pull. He's gonna be at it all day. Is that how it happens? Is that how the whole thing worked out? Now, Gobelino says a Lester is despicable. I like him. Oh my gosh. Can't believe it. Are you going to stand for this? A Lester Mycroft? Are you going to defend your honor? Or are you, in fact, despicable? Probably the most despicable person here. Guilty of many crimes. He probably goes to where Spinal Tap Taparoo lives and steals all the rocks that he spent pulling. He spends all day pulling rocks only for the dirty and devious Lester Mycroft to sneak in, steal them all away. They never catch him because he's too ingenious. Never leaves any clues behind. That's just the way he is. That butt is lovely. I can get behind that. We need to take that away. It's distracting, isn't it? Every time I look at it. I'll tell you what my favorite part about this is. Well, the ass, of course. I know that's not going to blow anyone's mind. But the other favorite part that I have, if I might be so creepy, I like this part too. I like a little tension in the thigh there. We like those things, don't we? Don't we, folks? Davis, why are you being such a dirty dog on your stream? Sorry. I don't mean it. Crucial Bunny says that accent sounded like something out of the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's probably where I got it from. Now that I think about it, it's one of my favorite movies. We'll darken this up so we can lighten it later. Just got to add a little volume. We don't have to, but I thought it needed some. It's all right, folks. It's just me being me. Just doing my thing. Don't mind old Davis. He's just out and about doing his thing. Clint Eastwood says, Davis, that's a testicle. No, I won't have it. I won't have anyone saying anything like that. Heidi O'Farrell doesn't have testicles. Lumpy? No, there's only one lumpy guy here. I don't even think I saved Lumpy from this morning. It's the saddest thing of all. And no cheese for us mices. Oh, yeah. Can't remember how it goes. Anal Vape says, if Heidi did have testicles, would you mind? Well, not in any real sense. I certainly wouldn't date the woman. I mean, dude. Whatever. Well, how cute. Jason Frey thinks Anal Vape is his friend. Anal Vape made a friend. Now, what we do is we wait. Because just like every other time that Anal Vape makes a friend, there will be betrayal to follow and hatred. Maybe this time it'll be different. Who knows, folks? Stay tuned. Capolino says, Davis is attracting all the degenerates. I'm glad I subscribed. Well, that's what we do here at the Night Beast. We gather all the misfits from all the streams. And they gather it up here at the Night Beast. So I can feel superior because I am the king of all the weirdos. Because of all the disgusting things that I do behind the scenes. I know if you ever found out about them, folks, you wouldn't judge me, would you? You'd probably say something like, "Ah, that's all right." That's not half as weird as all the things that I do on my spare time. The Island of Lost Chatters. That's right. No more lost than you, Queen of Bants, who have been ridiculed from every every stream. You can hear them, can't you? You go to the streams and they're all silent around you. But here everybody talks to you like you're a human being that they hate for some reason. But they talk to you honestly and truly. Don't you love that? Don't you love it about the Night Beast, folks? We foster such an open community that everyone feels like they can say exactly what's on their mind. And no one ever argues, and no one is in any pain. We all love each other. Faults be damned. Jason Frey says, I've heard of Queen of Bants. Of course you have. You sent Queen of Bants your dick picture. It was a long time ago, but you certainly did it, as many men have done. That's all right. It's not a big deal. Sending dick pictures is fine. Anal Vape says everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. Well, there you go. Anal Vape says this isn't your best pencil sketch, Davis. Wow. Cutting me to the core. Get a little vape action in there. I'm not talking about you, anal vape. You're a dirty dog and you're trying to hurt me. My fragile ego will not take it. All right, we need to break apart these skulls, I think, as was mentioned before. All right, this is a bit samey, this is a bit samey, this is a bit samey. So something over here needs to be big. Let's back up, take a look at it as a whole, see where we need to add some giant skulls just to break it apart. Probably do something with this one. We don't need that jawline there since we have a jawline here. It's not a big deal. Anal Vape says, actually, vaping is gayer than my name. I've heard that. I've heard it's gay to vape. But when you get 40 years old, you don't care what is gay. What the kiddos say is gay. Especially after you've been smoking for 20 years. You start thinking, God damn it, I don't want to die. Maybe it's time to switch to something a little bit more healthy. I tell you what, I can't even smoke cigarettes anymore. It's too harsh on me. It's too disgusting. It's too smelly. So I'll take vaping any day next to putting that shit in my body. I should have never started. We don't know what this skull is going to look like. Increase the flow a little bit. Spinal Tap Tap Bruce says, I vape, and last time I had a cigarette, it made me sick, but he's inexplicably laughing. Well, it didn't make me sick last time I had a cigarette, but I didn't like it the way I used to like it. Now, I would occasionally quit smoking for a couple weeks, and then what happens, of course, is then I start drinking. And you have to have a smoke when you're drinking, and it's all over after that. Let's look at our monster skulls. Queen of Band says, do cocaine. I hear that's the thing these days. I would never do that. Which is not to say that I've never done cocaine. Not really my thing. Ooh, what about a horny old demon? Ooh, that one's fun. Ooh, and he's a big one too. Could do a Cyclops. We could do whatever this thing is. Whatever that thing is. All sorts of choices that we can make. But yeah, that one's fun. Those are all kind of fun. I'll put this over in the other monitor. It's fun stuff. A warthog. Could do a warthog. We're just gonna do a skull loosely based on that guy. One of those guys, at least. Some kind of big monster. Warthog? And demonize it. Demonize it, friend. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and update the internet. I'm having so many problems recently with the damn thing. We now have Google Fiber in the neighborhood, so we're gonna try that out. See if that helps us a bit. Apparently the speeds are supposed to be incredible, but that doesn't matter to me. I just hate getting disconnected all the time. Seems like it happens more and more these days. I was actually trying to stream much earlier, but it didn't work out for me. Some kind of cranium here for this thing. Ooh, I didn't mean to, but I've created a beak here. Kind of like that. Did she fight some giant bird monster? Maybe she did. Clint Eastwood says, "Are you on dial-up, Davis? Maybe Ellen picked up the phone. You dirty dog." How dare you mention my lovely wife? Yeah, really, the speed has never been an issue with the internet we have right here. It's been really, really good. The problem, it just keeps on fucking up. So we'll try this new thing. See how it goes. If anything, I think it's good to support a rival company. Because the company we use now, they have had a lock on the market for quite some time. Be nice to have some competition. The skull is clearly Anunnaki. The Kujan will be pleased, says Gabalino. All right, let's soften the flow and get into it. Zoom in. Tell you what, we won't get too detailed with it. We'll add a bunch of skulls next to it because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. If you are on cable internet, then you are sharing bandwidth with your neighbors. Yep, you are correct. There'll be a skull around here somewhere. We don't know what that one's going to look like. We want a weird one. We want another weird one, don't we, folks? Guess it doesn't have to be weird. It has to be weirdly positioned. Maybe it's upside down. That's probably the way to do it. Let's increase the flow here. We'll rotate it around. Just to take a look at it. Tell you what, I haven't noticed Photoshop auto-saving. A little nervous that it's not doing its job. Davis, what about putting one of them ancient Egyptian elongated skulls? We can think about it. You have lots of room for skulls. As we move forward. Truck nuts, welcome to the stream. Good evening, Heidi O'Farrell, Scrattles, and chat. My God, this guy doesn't even say hello to me anymore. He's so mad at me because I won't ban him. The guy hates me. Just doing skulls right now, truck nuts. Don't you worry about a goddamn thing, sir. I can't even talk to you. It's been a solid week, no ban. It's like you're a goddamn hypocrite. Come on, truck nuts, don't be like that. Nah. I can't even look at you. In fact, to tell you what, Davis, just to spite you, I will not stare in your general direction. I will stare firmly at Heidi O'Farrell's succulent ass. How dare you do that? I'm not looking at you, Davis. Don't even try to make my words, you son of a bitch. Next words out of your goddamn mouth better be truck nuts is banned. Otherwise, you can go fuck yourself. Anyway, hello, Heidi's ass. God. Why is he doing this? Could be time, folks. Could be time to ban truck nuts. We have to ban him to save the friendship. You ban me to save my goddamn friendship. You told me you're gonna ban me, you son of a bitch. It's not about friendship, it's about honoring your goddamn word. He does make a point, doesn't he? But he does go on to say, in actuality, he says this, shit, I'm bad at passive aggressive. I don't think I should have told you that. That's true. You know what you should have done? You should have told me that on Twitter. Oh my God, Scrattles, why did you... All right, hold on real quick. Scrattles just pulled out a bunch of clothes from the hamper for some reason. Give me just 1 minute. Bad dog.
What? What did I do?
What is your problem? Don't pay attention to you for 5 seconds, and what do?
Take clothes out of the hamper.
Yes, and that's bad.
Now you're paying attention to me. Now I get some lap time. All according to my plan.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, all right, we'll do a little playtime with Scrattles, and we'll get back to work. You are a good dog. How could I stay mad at you?
I don't know. You're pretty bad at me when I ate your headphone cords.
Mm-hmm. I was, wasn't I? But I didn't really stay mad at you that long, did I?
Yeah, 'cause you're my best friend.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's time to get off.
Back to the hamper.
No. I'm watching you now. I know what you're up to. You goddamn dirty dog.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you. You're like the #1 dog of all time.
Really?
No, not really. All right. Now that that's taken care of, let's get back to work. See, I came back to the thing, and now all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I don't like that bird skull anymore. I liked it for a second. Then I came back, and now I hate it. I'm not going to get anything accomplished if I keep going in this way. I don't know what it is. Truck that says, glad you were able to recover your work. Ellen is going to use a magnet on your hard drive next time. Just a heads up. Wow. See, at one time, I'm really mad. Kind of seething in anger right now because you mentioned my wife's name, which I've told you multiple times. Scrattles! Get away from that hamper. She got really frightened and scurried over here.
Scared me, Davis.
Now, on one hand, I'm really mad at you for mentioning my wife's name, but on the other hand, you're really doing me a solid here. I do appreciate that, Truck Nuts, for looking out. Because that's the thing. She came home this evening. She did a little grocery shopping, but she had a bag. And when I went to put away the groceries into the kitchen, the bag stuck to the refrigerator. It's like, honey, what's this? We have plenty of magnets for the fridge. she just got really silent and started being really shifty with her eyes. Turns out she was having a stroke, but she also probably has plans. So when she gets out of the hospital, I'm going to keep an eye on her because she's probably up to low down dirty things. AADSF satellite. I'll just call you satellite for short. Dear Lord. Good thing the Clintons didn't get your hard drive with their bleach bit. That's how you do it. Actually, that's the other funny thing that Ellen brought home. Just tons of bleach. I just assumed she was going to kill me. Maybe she's going to bleach my hard drive. Something to consider. I sure hope she's okay, though. She's a good-hearted woman. Spinal Tap Taparoo says, I just came back. She had a stroke? Yeah, Ellen had a, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Trent Eastwood says, maybe she heard last night's stream. Maybe. Maybe she's been looking into my Snapchat. She's always asking me questions. You know how wives do that. They ask you questions. What are you doing on Snapchat? Who's this generic thought? Do you even love me anymore? Like, that's when I get really shifty-eyed. Then I have to go to the hospital. But we don't have to talk about that. I'm well. I'm healthy. Everything's fine. Till, of course, I'm poisoned by my dear, lovely wife. Trucknut says, I want to say bros before hoes, but she's your wife, so, you know. I did make a commitment to her. Oh, I'm sorry, Spinal Tap Taparoo. No, I'm just having a bit. It's just a bit. You know I don't actually have a wife, right, Spinal Taparoo? We'll take the clown nose off for a second. And, because I don't want to steer you guys wrong. And then we can go back to fun and games. But no, I don't have a wife, and no, she hasn't had a stroke, and I haven't had a stroke either. You know? Knock on wood and all that shit. Fucking am awesome. He's 100% married. She's trying to steer you wrong, friend. She's got no love in her heart for you, much like Ellen has no love in her heart for me. Trucknut says, I would like to throw out what a champion you are to have provided us quality content late last night and again early this morning. Ellen in the hospital and you're here joking with us. Head on straight. This is true. Ellen understands, especially since she's in a coma. She knows my love of streaming. to online autistic people. Not that you guys are. That's my core audience. Is this bit a bit? Oh my god. Spinal Tap Taparoo, living up to his name, is just spinning around. He has no idea what's going on. Wait, what? Huh? What? Just be honest with me here. Davis. Just tell me what's going on. Stop memeing me, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to say. I'll say this to Gary Greer. Gary Greer, thanks for the subscription to the stream. Please, oh please. Now, Gary Greer, you don't know this guy, but Gary Greer is my dear wife's doctor. And the only way that he can get in touch with me is through YouTube chats, because I refuse to answer my phone. Spinal Tap Taparoo says, I haven't been this confused since inception. Oh my god. Oh no, Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap Taparoo says, I thought Davis was married. I thought Ellen was real. What the fuck? Well, I'm sorry. A big thank you as well to Beardfellow. Beardfellow. Now, that's my wife's brother. He's got a long, flowing beard. And he hates me for whatever reason. So don't expect him to type anything into the chat, because no doubt right now he's seething with rage. The last thing he said to me, now the last thing that Beardfellow said to me is, why aren't you with your goddamn wife? You said together forever in sickness and health. You're online drawing titties? You're not a man. You're not a real man. Then he punched me in the gut. I'm sorry, Beardfellow. I'm not the man that you are. Beardfellow has 8 children. He's got 4 wives. He's a Mormon, is what I'm telling you. He's very responsible. Can never live up to his image of manhood. I don't mind telling you, folks. Anyway, I'm sorry, Spinal Tap Taparoo. I'm working you into a shoot, I guess. But we'll get past it. I swear, one day I'll be honest with all of you folks. It's just right now. Right now, I just have too much going on, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you for the subscription, Beardfellow. I do appreciate it. Now, Trucknut says, Spinal Tap Taparoo, Ellen is real. Davis isn't, and Am Awesome is a Russian troll bot. Can't believe it. I've known Am Awesome for years. It's actually true. Didn't realize she was implicating me in some sort of collusion. But what can you do? It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. The worst thing that ever happened was Thanksgiving at the Beardfellow house, when I was hitting on one of Beardfellow's many wives. At least I thought it was one of his many wives. Turned out to be his lovely daughter. Well, you can't win everything in life. Trucknut says, this can all stop. Have Davis ban me. It'll all go away. Clint Eastwood says, I have the answer. Ellen is to Davis as Blair is to Robert. I don't like that answer at all. That's as troubling as it is possibly true. All right. Let's see. We can put a skull in between right here. I think one of those elongated skulls. What are those called? Those Egyptian long-headed skulls. Nick Gers has subscribed. What a strange name that is. I thank you for the subscription, Nick Gers. I have to enunciate that name as well as I possibly can. Now, Beardfellow says, you're still my brother-in-law, though. Well, thank you. Family is family. That's what I say. Sorry about your daughter. It's probably also my nephew. I don't know how families work. I don't pay that much attention to it, to tell you the truth. A lot of questions in the chat if reality is reality. I think it's probably best to just not think about it. We're going to get through this all right, folks. Trust me on that score. I won't lead you down to a path of deception for very long, at least. I assumed you were in on the joke, Spinal Tap Taparoo. Well, that's fine. All right, I'll put another skull over here. That looks like just a sausage. It'll be a skull eventually, guys. Don't worry. It'll be one of those elongated skulls. But before we get into it, we'll add another skull in this general direction. Spinal Tap is like, we all like sausage. Well, it doesn't make any sense. She vanquishes her foes. She doesn't vanquish sausage. What's this skull going to be? This is going to be a regular skull. Just a regular one. It's not a big deal. As Scraddles likes to say. I don't want to be dismissive about it. Regular skulls are people as well. Trucknut says, none of this could possibly be real. We are on a nighttime Nightbeast stream, and not one person is talking about anal. The defense rests. My God. You're right. No one has broached the subject of butt stuff tonight. Dear Lord, we were doing so well. All right, let's get into it. So, this is my problem with butt stuff. You know what? We'll give this guy big fucking eyeballs. Although this guy has big eyeballs. Maybe we'll give him small eyeballs. Yeah, since this guy has big eyeballs, we'll give him big eyeballs over here. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's a bit of a weirdo. But this guy will have small, beady eyeballs and a furrowed brow. He was a bad one. He was a sneaky one, possibly a thief. And Blossom, our blood queen, stabbed him right in his testicles, killing him immediately. I don't know why she did that. A little harsh, in my opinion. That's all right. Spinal Taparoo says prostate orgasms are the best. Well, I'm going to have to take your word for that one, sir. Because, dear God, I'm not going to be putting anything where things don't need to be. You can't convince me otherwise. And no, that was not an invitation. M. Awesome says, Davis loves it, Spinal. Jesus Christ. Then Truck Nuts brings out the goddamn penguins. Spinal Taparoo says, Am Awesome, I'm not surprised. It's like heroin. I guess it's got to be good, I guess, for some people. That's why they keep doing it. But I'm telling you. All right, I'm not going to keep telling you. I'm not going to keep talking about this. That's not what this stream is about, folks. I'm sorry to disappoint you. For the new subscribers, Nick Gers, Beardfellow, and Gary Greer, the doctor who is taking care of my lovely wife right now. If you're getting the impression that the Night Beast stream is actually something of a, I don't know, a late night talk show about anal sex, then you're absolutely wrong. Hey guys, you know what we can do? See, this skull right here doesn't make a lot of sense where it is. I hate to say that, but it's true. Maybe we can add a skull over here with some horns. All right, this guy's got horns. We need another guy with horns. Another big guy with long horns. Is it this guy? No, maybe it could be this guy, and maybe he's got a lot of horns. Yeah, that makes sense. And over here, we'll increase the size of this guy and give him horns. That way, her knee can sort of be resting on something, thus bringing the image together. Yeah, we're just thinking out loud here. I think that'll be fun. Queen of Bants, welcome back. She says, I just finished my tea. Just a note, if you're looking for variation, you can leave some gore drenched. They don't all have to be clean. Good night. I don't even think she was talking about the picture. I think Queen of Bants is a psychopath. Hey, if you're looking for variation in your life, just get into some gore. Just invite some some hookers to your house. Give them some cookies, some special cookies that are in the shape of a penguin. And then when they're passed out, you chop them up. Is that what you're talking about? Queen of Bants? Disgusting psychopath? See, everybody's mad at Queen of Bants for the wrong reasons. To hell with the fact that Queen of Bants pretended to be a man pretending to be a woman who is not in fact a man at all, but in fact a woman who is a man. I know that's confusing, folks, and maybe you're upset by that. But put that all aside. Queen of Bants is a full-fledged psychopath. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody wants to speak the truth. But I will, and not at all to deflect from the fact that I have left my wife, who is possibly dying in a hospital bed, so I could draw booby pictures online. Ooh, this will be good because I can add the horns here, and that'll go up here, sort of echoing the shape of the rump and thigh here. But anyway, yeah, my wife might die tonight. But let's continue drawing this picture, folks. All right, that's one horn. And maybe if we make it big enough, because I was never too happy with this skull right here. Maybe we can make the other horn coming around here somewhere. It's like a Night Beast horn. Oh my god, did she defeat the Night Beast? Probably Night Beast's brother. It's pretty good. Put horns on the Triclops. All right, yeah, we can do that. We could put horns on everybody. Could be a really horny picture. I'll just delete the fact that I said that. Trucknut says, Penguin cookies equals best cookies. To say otherwise is an outright lie, and any who should hold their manhood as cheap and ineffectual. And any who do. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. No, I won't read it again. God damn it, Davis, you fucked up my comment. Read it again, you son of a bitch. Trucknuts. I'm not obligated to read anyone's comments. Unless, of course, they pay me. This is Streaming Rules 101. You either read my fucking comment or ban me. Trucknuts goes on to say. All right, I will acquiesce this once. Trucknut says, Penguin cookies equal the best cookies. To say otherwise is an outright lie, and any who do should hold their manhood as cheap and ineffectual. Are you happy now? Can you stop berating me? This fucking guy won't stop. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. Twisted Smiley says, so what you're saying, Davis, you're about to slide into Blossom's DMs after your wife dies? Dear God, I'm not that type of person. You think I'm that type of person? I slid into her DMs a long time ago. See, I used to be a Boy Scout when I was a young child, and the Boy Scout motto, not sure if you're aware, because now they let girls in, so it's probably changed. But the Girl Scout motto, I'm sorry, the Boy Scout motto, I don't know what the Girl Scout motto is be prepared. So I, like a good Boy Scout, doing what I was taught, I am simply preparing myself for my inevitable wife's death by flirting with younger women. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, Codex Machina, he says, give phone posting yentas. Oh my gosh. The old memes from season 2. Didn't realize it. They've come back. What is old is new again. It was even old back then, to tell you the truth. But we shall go on. All right, this is some sort of guy. Wonder what a wolf skull looks like. Codex Machina goes on to say, Big Tuna would have wanted it. Oh my gosh. Can't believe it. I'm going to look up wolf skulls, but I'll do it on the other monitor. Because you guys probably already know what wolf skulls look like. You would be bored to tears. Oh, they're very attractive. You guys should see this if you haven't seen it. Spinal Tap says, I'm heading off to bed. Good night, everyone. Take care and have a nice night. Well, god damn it. Spinal Tap Taparoo. God bless you. You have a good night. Have a good sleepy time. These are wolf skulls, guys. Pretty cool, aren't they? We need the right one. God, there's plenty of them, right? There's so many wolf skulls. Great resource for sure. Everyone's saying goodnight to Spiral. Everyone loves Spiral. I'm not, sorry, not Spiral, but Spinal. Everybody loves the Tap Taparoo. Such a good guy. I'll also point this out. He's not a woman. If you were thinking that he was. All right, we'll take it back to the other monitor. I think we got this pretty good. As Trucknut says, you're covering Heine O'Farrell. Never do this again, you fucking son of a bitch. Sorry. Jesus. I don't mean to suggest that this stream is about anything other than Heidi O'Farrell, but sometimes we gotta take a look at things. You'd rather look at a dead dog than Heidi O'Farrell's perfectly plump ass? Is that what you're telling me? What are you, some sort of furry homosexual? Dear God. I think you're taking this completely too far, sir. Too far? You don't know how far I can take things, Davis. Calm down. You don't know a goddamn thing about me. Now, Jason Frey throwing some fighting words in there. He says truck nuts is all woman. Absolutely not true. Truck nuts is a It's built like a brick shithouse. Don't mind telling you. We had that one steak dinner a while back, but that was it. He was just too imposing as a figure. Scared me to my very core even then. Yeah, you can laugh with your toothy grin, Jason Frey, but that's a good way to get your teeth knocked out, saying that sort of shit about truck nuts. Trucknut says, I don't even think I need to be here. You seem to know my thoughts pretty well. The thing is, if you've been around for a while, if you've been on the internet a little while, you start to know everyone's thoughts. It just comes with the territory. It keeps me up at night. Especially since I know Jason Frey's thoughts. I talked a little bit earlier about Queen of Vance and how she is a full-fledged psychopath, but I was just having a little fun. Just making up a little story. It's not a big deal. But Jason Frey is a full-fledged psychopath. He thinks about the weirdest shit. Now, I can't repeat his thought process. Because mostly it's about cutting up people. But it gets really, really disturbing really quick. And I want to scare you people off. Trucknuts goes on to say, not a woman, Jason. Wish I was. Then Davis would take me serious. Well, this is true. I do take women online seriously. I think it's an important thing to do. Too often, now this is serious, folks. Let me be completely serious with you folks. I think too often online, women are not taken seriously. Oh, hold on. Don't pick up your chairs and try to throw them at me. I'm just saying, women, in many ways, are better than men. Gonna do this whole feminist shtick again. I apologize. I'm not going down that road ever again. It doesn't do anything good for me. Twisted Smile. Cutting up people and bathing in their blood is very relaxing, Davis. Well, of course you think so. Clint Eastwood says men are better pissing upright. Well, no, not necessarily. See, what men are better at, as far as the pissing is concerned, is aiming it in a general direction. Now, women excel at pissing upright, but it just dribbles down their leg. Let me ask you this question, Clint Eastwood. When you pee upright, does it dribble down your leg? Probably not. You'd actually have to aim it for it to dribble down your leg. So who's better in that circumstance, huh? Well, the answer is women. Checkmate. Try me again, bucko. I've thought all of this through. You can't get me on this subject. Women are better than men. Trucknut says, I thought we were getting new hotness. Instead, he goes back to the old reliable. In fact, in a lot of ways, yada, yada, yada. Now, Clint Eastwood says, it usually dribbles on my palm. Oh. Oh, no. Kimonito God rightly says, Davis is going to start the white Naito state. I wish I could. That's how much I respect women, to use the term. I don't know what our national anthem would be. Probably something by Sarah McLachlan. She does such great music, doesn't she? Either that or Melissa Etheridge. I haven't decided yet, because of course I have to make the decisions as a man for whatever reason. Probably because nobody appreciates women more than a man who is white knighting a woman. Oh boy. Clint Eastwood says, I like the one song with her, by her with the piano. Is it the Dead Dog song? In the arms of the dead dogs. I don't even know if that song is about dead dogs, but it's the only thing I think about when I hear it. Not that I hear it in my head occasionally. It's one of those songs. But from my understanding, it's not really about dead dogs. Thank the Lord. We don't need more songs about dead dogs. I think that's that's the problem with the world, in my opinion. Trucknut says, for some reason I feel like that Dead Dog song was written in a pool. Probably. Now, for those of you who don't know, now I do an afternoon show as well. We don't do art there. I won't say much more about it, but there is a co-host there who has a pool. And if I'm checking my notes right, because I did take notes, I don't have them in front of me, I don't think. But from what I remember, it was like 4 or 5 dogs died there in a span of 10 years. They jumped in the pool. All right, here it is. All right. Started with an old dog who went inside the pool. And then 4 years later, a second dog went into the pool and died. And then, after that, 2 to 3 puppies drowned in the pool. Tell me if this isn't fucked up beyond belief. Then, after that, his aunt's dog traveled 300 miles to escape a hurricane, only to jump into Alex's pool. So whenever you see the the whole pool in relation to dog comment. It's about that. That's what it's about. Just letting you guys into the lore. Oh, Clint Eastwood says, sorry, I meant Vanessa Carlton. Oh, you've thrown us for a loop. I don't even know who that is, Vanessa Carlton. She makes music with a piano? Well, good for her. I thought only men played the piano. You know who was really good at playing the piano? Who was a real man's man? Liberace. That man could play the piano. But I'll also say this, women can also play the piano. In many ways better than men. Now, if you're asking me for examples of this, well, that's probably your sexist mind. You should hold off on thinking of sexist thoughts, folks. Get your ideas in check. Clint Eastwood goes on to say, yeah, 1,000 Miles, it's called. It has a piano. All right. We figured it out. All right, let's continue with the skulls. I know I said I'd work on some armor, but we're having a little fun. We might as well just work on these skulls for a while. We got to do it eventually. And we're having a little bit of fun doing it. Getting a rhythm going, as it were. I don't know what skulls we have over here. We should probably press them against the shoe over here. Chucknut says, Frederick fucking Chopin. My God. Why did he say it like that? He said it like that, like he was trying to hurt us. Now, Frederick Chopin. Why do I call him Chopin? How do you pronounce it? Chopin? Yeah, he might have been pretty good, I guess. But he was nothing like a female piano player. I'll be honest with you, the only piano player that I know who is a female is Tori Amos. You remember her? She's a bit of an odd duck. What was she about? I think she was a witch. Wasn't she really like a witch? You know who else is a witch? Stevie Nicks. She's a white witch, if you remember. If you guys even know who that is. I don't even know what kind of people I'm talking to. I remember I was a very young man when I found out that Stevie Nicks was a witch. Probably too young to really appreciate what was going on. My father assured me. No, she's a white witch, though. It's fine. Oh, okay. Alicia Keys? Yeah, she's a woman that plays the piano. Well, there you go. We found one, folks. Alicia Keys. I don't know what to do with the skull here. We'll come back to it. We'll add some horns on this Cyclops guy. Let's zoom in for that. Clint Eastwood says, I know Stevie Nicks. Trucknut says, Fleetwood Mac was solid. One of the best bands ever. You son of a bitch. The horns are over here. They go down the side. It's like some sort of metal guy. It's ridiculous. Clint Eastwood says Vanessa Carlton is a pianist. He just loves this Vanessa Carlton person. I don't know who this is. He can't get enough of her. He thinks the sun rises and sets with Vanessa Carlton. Well, all right. That's fine, Clint Eastwood. I'm not going to make fun of you. She's probably a lovely woman. You should probably stop writing her letters, though. It's getting desperate. She doesn't even read them anyway. Her publicist just throws them in the trash. I know that comes as quite a shock to you. I know you have all these plans to make Vanessa Carlton Vanessa Eastwood, but it's probably not going to happen. Clint Eastwood says, making love to a woman is like playing the piano. I can't do either. Oh. He goes on to say, letters is all I have. Oh my God. Clint, don't say that. You have so much to offer. Any woman except Vanessa Carlton and possibly the general population would be lucky to have you. There is a small minority of women who would love to have you, Clint Eastwood. Now, they are mostly disabled women. Women without arms and legs. The only woman that I know that would have you was recently stricken with rabies, and right now she's frothing at the mouth. But yeah, she would be lucky to have you. I'd give you her number, but she's probably like chasing a small child down the street in an effort to tear him limb from limb. I don't know how rabies works, folks. Helen Keller's? No, 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 Clint Eastwood, don't misunderstand me. The blind and the deaf want nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. What you want are women without arms and legs. And that one woman who is rabid. That is your wheelhouse, sir. I'm helping you out. Bible Ninja says Vanessa Carlton kind of looks like a Latino with an extra chromosome. Now I have to look her up. All right, let's look up Vanessa Carlton, guys. Let's get educated on Vanessa Carlton. Oh, fuck you, Creative Cloud. Look at that. You have 2 app updates available. Oh no, you motherfucker. It's going to update any second. Oh my god. Don't you fuck with me. Don't you fuck with me, Adobe. Don't you do it. All right, let's look at Vanessa Carlton before my system crashes. Actually, you know what we'll do? Because we're smart people, we're going to save the progress. EDM, welcome to the stream. We're just looking at Vanessa Carlton right now. Man, she's all over the place, isn't she? I don't know, Clint Eastwood. I think she'd be lucky to have you. I assumed that she was probably some banging hot chick. And not to say that she is an unattractive woman. She's certainly not hard to look at, but now Clint Eastwood says, I like her song. That's all. You're making it out to be some big deal. I'm sorry. All right. Adobe says Lightroom was updated successfully. What else did you do? What else did you do in the background, Adobe? Did you fuck my shit up again? God damn it. I don't even use Lightroom. It's going to come back and say, oh, we just updated Photoshop again for you, Davis. Good luck. You son of a bitch. Now, Anal Vape, welcome back to the stream. He says, why are you looking at Vanessa Carlton? I'll tell you why I'm looking at Vanessa Carlton. Because I don't know who she is, and I thought Clint Eastwood had some undying affection for her. Turns out I was dead wrong. We can move on. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I didn't know who the woman was. You probably think she's the best. It's probably you, Anal Vape, who want to have mad, sexual, passionate, love-making sessions with Vanessa Carlton. My signals were crossed. It was you the whole time. In which case, I'll tell you, she wants nothing to do with you, Anal Vape. She's only got eyes for Clint Eastwood. She thinks he is the best. And Clint Eastwood wants nothing to do with her. Thinks she's got a great song. Well, Anal Vape goes on to say, remember how you would complain about Sneck's smoke detector? Which I would never hear, by the way. Well, whatever that notification sound is, isn't any better. Well, get fucked, son. Because I love that sound. I think it's the best. So you're telling me the one sound that you hear every once in a while is so much worse. Well, I don't know. You probably have a point. I don't even hear it anymore, but we'll take a look at it. Now, Jason Frey has challenged Anal Vape, and Anal Vape has risen to the occasion. Jason Frey says, I bet Anal Vape knows a lot of female piano players. Actually, I do. I know Tori Amos, Regina Spektor, Waze Blood. Now, Viable Ninja's going off on Vanessa Carlton. I'd like to mule kick her in the face to cure her extra chromosome thing she has going on. I don't think that would cure anything. What you're doing, sir, is we call that assault. Now, the only reason that we won't call the cops on you is there's no coconuts involved. Which, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, sounds like I'm just talking a bunch of crazy nonsense. But we'll move on. Clint Eastwood says Lady Gaga plays piano too. This is correct. She does. And Anal Vape says, what are your thoughts on Sneck? Sneck's all right. I don't have any problems with Sneck. We have a lot of fun with Sneck. Wish I had more thoughts on Sneck to give you. Now, for those that don't know, Sneck is a guy that would occasionally come by the stream back in the day when we did that sort of thing. His most famous appearance on the show was when we had some drunken guy on. And maybe I shouldn't recount the whole thing, because it was certainly funnier when it happened. But yeah, this guy was talking all sorts of mad shit about his girlfriend. And then we actually got his girlfriend on the line. We started talking to her, and she revealed some very, very embarrassing information about him. It was a great show, and Sneck was a great part of it. I'll have to look back and find that episode. Anal Vape says, Davis let me on the stream. I have an important announcement. Oh, God. But then he says, actually, I don't need to be on. I'll just tell you in private. Oh, okay. That'd probably be better that way. You haven't found another girl who has been Snapchatting some e-celebrity, have you? Yeah, just hit me up with the DMs with that one. We don't want to start another goddamn IRL fight and destroy two people. Have you learned nothing? Yeah, you have to give Anal Vape credit, man. When he seeks out to destroy somebody, somehow he just stumbles into it. Anal Vape says, how do I send a super chat? You don't. I just do Streamlabs. We don't have super chats yet. Because I'm just a lowly, paltry streamer with, I don't know, how many is it? 450 subscribers, something like that. By the way, like and subscribe, folks. We'll do that out there. We'll throw that thing out there. $471. Oh, really? Oh, man. We're almost to 500. That's how numbers work, folks. Actually, it's 473. Oh, man. We keep going up. Wow. We'll do something special for 475, okay? No. I don't know. I think the milestone is 1,000. And then we'll do, I don't know, what do you think we should do for 1,000 subscribers? I feel like we should do something special. And I've already done all the things that they normally do, like face reveals, drunk streams. I've already done a 24-hour stream. Oh, Viable Ninja says a 24-hour stream. And M Awesome says a drunk stream. Let's do a 24-hour drunk stream. Oh, okay. Well, Viable Ninja says anal. That's not going to work. Trucknut says... It's a pretty good one. Trucknut says, pull Ellen's life support at 1K. Yeah. That's a fine how do you do. Like and subscribe, folks. We get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be a free man. Show Blossom's DMs at 1K. Oh, you'd be surprised how boring our DMs are. We like to joke around a bit, but really it's just gossip. Not even really gossip. It's like, hey, did you hear what's going on? And I'll be like, no, I didn't hear what's going on. It'll be something silly. As things are. You know how things are. Things are just silly. M Awesome says, show us some art we haven't seen. Oh, maybe we can do that. Anal Vape says, what is your favorite joint pain medication? Wow. That's a hell of a prompt. That'll get us to some interesting new places, conversation-wise. Clint Eastwood says, Blossom is a good girl. Yep. Shreknuts. 1K is the big time, right? Once you get those super chats, you'll be beating the bitches off with a bat. Time to lose the fuddy-duddy. Oh my gosh. But you're absolutely right. The truth is, I should lose her before then. Maybe that's a cruel thing to say. You're right. I'm sorry. This YouTube game is hard, I tell you what. If you would have told me 20 years ago to make it online, I'd have to kill my wife. Well, I don't know. I really should be more mindful of the AI that they probably have on YouTube. Probably don't think very kindly to talking about this sort of thing. It's just a joke. Not trying to kill anybody. Why before, says Truck Nuts. Let her see you shine before you turn her lights out for good. You've been such a good woman. So understanding through all my faults, dear Ellen. I want you to know, before you pass on to the nether realm, that I just got 1K subscribers. What? Hold me. Oh, I would hold you, but I have a 1000K subscriber special to start on YouTube. It starts in 1 hour. I gotta prepare for it. I'm gonna show the super sexy DMs I have with a young woman. I've been having them the whole time behind your back while you were sick and dying in this hospital. But anyway, here's you. I gotta unplug your life support right now. Oh no! Oh, oh, Davis, I've always loved you. Oh yeah, yeah. I love you too, sweetheart. Take care. Welcome to the stream, folks. Altcentra says, I hear the YouTube fame really draws in the ladies, particularly the young ones. Better, better set up your Snapchat to self-destruct. My God. Disturbing. Well, don't worry, guys. We've been on YouTube for about a little more than a year. So the way I figure it, if we keep going in the same trajectory, we'll get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, by maybe in a year and a half. That's pretty cool. Clint Eastwood says, Davis, you could turn on your face cam and show us how you Photoshop in your robe and top hat. Well, that's an idea. I just took some color from Heidi's Heine. Just want everybody to appreciate that. It was almost like I was pinching her butt. Gave me a bit of a thrill. I don't mind telling you. It's my favorite palette. You ever need like a bone color to use? Well, just use this picture. Just use right. Oh yeah, that's a great color. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks, Heidi's Heine. See, I don't put that picture there because I'm a dirty old pervert. I do these things because I'm an artist. These are the techniques of the Photoshop kid. All artists do this, really. All the good ones. Now, we probably should have a different color for the horns here. Ooh, we'll probably use this color right here. Right on that picture. There's so much we can gather. So much great stuff from that picture. It's so good to have it there. And that's why we have it. This is why we do these things. And that's why we'll never take it away, and it will always be there. Now, I feel like somebody in the audience, I can feel this. I feel like someone is saying in their head, Davis, you're not much of a feminist, objectifying this woman. Well, to that I say, look, 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 look. God damn it, Davis, that's not an argument at all. And yet I'm persuaded. That's what I'm saying, folks. I think you could possibly win any argument by doing that. Hey, what's your opinion on gun control? Well, I think we need gun control. No, well, look, look. Oh, you're right. You probably just forget what you were talking about. Anal Vape asks, what size fedora do you wear? What does that mean? Oh, to tip it to the ladies? To tip my hat? That meme? You'll excuse Vape. He only speaks in memes. And I'm an old man. And I actually like to talk like a human being. It's gonna be weird when you're 40 years old and you're talking in memes, because you know that's gonna happen. Some people would think you're a dirty dog. I'm not one of them, says Jason Frank. Clint Eastwood says, I don't even have bladder control. Oh my God. It's all right. Vanessa Carlton will control your bladder for you. If you'll have her, she's a good woman. Clint, dear God. She's loved you for a long time. She thinks your poetry is the best. Trucknut says, like and subscribe to the Night Beast, folks. Pussies playing pianos, pervs pulling plugs, and artisanal ass abstractions. This is the real late show, people. You don't want to miss a second. That's right, god damn it. The best promo so far. Pussies playing pianos. Pervs pulling plugs. Man, this is it's like a Waylon Jennings song. Actually, probably closer to David Allan Coe. But we don't like to mention him. People get really uncomfortable when you mention David Allan Coe. Pretend I didn't. Pussy playing pianos, pervs pulling plugs, artisanal ass abstractions. We gotta work that into a song, man. I'm gonna actually put that. God, maybe I should learn to play the guitar, just so I can be a country music guy. Here's my notepad. I swear, if I make it into a song, I'll give you 30%. It's a verbal contract right there. 30% for 6 words. Can't beat that. It's not the same deal Vanessa Carlton would give you, I can assure you. Anal Vape says, when you sing, you sound like a soy Tom Waits dying of AIDS. I do a pretty good Tom Waits. I think you're being disingenuous. Totally not, Mitzi. I see you there. She says, it was all I could do to keep from crying watching Davis trace. I was not tracing. What are you talking about? I will not stand for this. I will not have my reputation destroyed by you, Totally Not Mitzi. Actually, I will. That's fine. If my reputation is going to be destroyed, that's exactly who I want to do it. Destroy away, Totally Not Mitzi. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain here watching him trace. My God. Anal Vape says, your favorite word is disingenuous. No, I just happen to use it around you a lot. You dirty dog. Now that's my favorite word. And yes, it is one word. Dirty dog. Now, if you hang around anyone for too long, you're going to realize they use the same vocabulary over and over. Sorry to do that to you folks. I'll invest in one of those word a day things. Maybe that'll help things out. Totally Not Mitzi says, I was trying to be clever with the David Allan Coe lyrics. Oh. Well. Vape's going to report the stream for being disingenuous. Probably could be the stream could probably be reported like 10 times till Sunday. All the shit I've talked on this one. Oh, by the way, goddamn. It's already 12:30. Felt like I just started this thing. We've been going on for 2.5 hours. We'll continue for as long as we can. But I do thank everyone for stopping by. I know we're getting into the late night hours wherever you are. So if you want to dip out and be responsible and certainly understand, we've reached the portion of the stream where we are a late night ASMR stream. And I will try to soothe you into a deep and comfortable, relaxing place. No surprises here, folks. We won't start screaming. The whole object right now is to make you want to fall asleep. It's sleepy time here on Night Beast Radio. So wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, I want you to curl up in your favorite position. Just drift off into dreamland. Now, totally not Mitzi. She says, I really want to listen to David Allan Coe now. Maybe some Jerry Reed. Well, totally not Mitzi. You do your thing. We know you will. Now, totally not Mitzi is a real favorite around these parts. She's a favorite of around any part she inhabits. All the locals love Mitzi. They're not afraid to let her know. This one's going out to you, totally not Mitzi. Never change. You're the best. Beardfellow says, I'd never leave my brother-in-law behind. I do appreciate that, Beardfellow. You're a good man sticking behind me with all the dirty dog things I've done in my life. And especially to your dear sister. Anal Vape says, Davis, are you aware of the Twitch streamer Wish Hand? WS Hand? Well, no, I'm not. What's going on with Wish Hand? I'm familiar with Wishbone. Now, Wishbone is an adorable little dog. And boy, does he love books. Well, this is going out to you, Wishbone. Hoping the next mystery you solve is the mystery of how you came into my heart. Totally not Mitzi says, LOL, I'm known for my pleasing disposition. Well, yes, you are, totally not Mitzi. You're just the belle of the ball everywhere you go. and everyone appreciates everything you do. Work it, girl, and slay queen, as they say. We love you there, girl. Anal Vape says he's just a really chill streamer. He's not an ASMR streamer directly, but he activates my ASMR. He's pretty weird. Well, dude, I don't go on Twitch to watch some dude do ASMR. That's just not my way. But you do you, Anal Vape. You do you. This song's going out to my dear friend Anal Vape, who is a bit of a homosexual. Nothing wrong with that. He just loves to listen to men talk to him. Anal Vape goes on to say, you remind me of him because you guys both do similar voices. Well, one of us is a night beast, and the other one is a dirty scoundrel on Twitch. Let's start a fight. Trying to start a fight, Anal Vape? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to make me mad? Trying to turn me against this streamer? I won't do it. I'd never fight another streamer. I respect streaming too much. Anal Vape says I do like when men talk to me. And Totally Not Mitzi replies, I know you do. Nothing that Anal Vape loves more than listening to men talk to him. Might be one thing he enjoys more, but we're not going to talk about that here on Night Beast Radio. Because we're going to soothe you into a comfortable sleep. And the last thing you want to hear about is Anal Vape's fascination with getting pegged by large, heavy black men. Moving on now, this is an art stream, folks. We like to do art here, as you may or may not know. We're going to be moving on to the next skull over here, or maybe over here. We got so much stuff we got to get accomplished. But for now, let me show you where we've come from, where we are now. It's where we started off the day. So we're slowly fleshing it out. Still got so many problems, so many things to take care of. All right, we got to make some decisions here, folks. If I can put away my radio announcer voice for a second. Because we do want some text down here that says Deadly Kitty. But it's going to have to be on a different layer because I want to alternate it. I'm also noticing a problem with the leg, but we can figure that out. Just lay in some basic ground walls. Actually, I don't know what to do. There's about 10 ways to do this, so let's try to pick one. Totally.Mitzi says, okay, now under the skulls, you should draw Failure and Andy looking all dejected, sitting outside of the gas station after the fight. What a great scene that was. See, if she uses it for Twitch, it has to say Deadly Kitty. Hold on here, guys. Hold on here, cowgirls and cowboys. All right, let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just counting the characters out. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Guess that'll work. Just thinking out loud, folks. All right. It's not a big deal. Let's get rid of some of these layers. All right, folks. Yeah, we're going on 3 hours, and I've successfully made my own self tired. But maybe I've made you tired as well. Totally.Mitzi says, well, I'm passing out. Talk about hot, nasty anal sex for a few minutes. Oh my god. No, I got nothing to add as far as hot, nasty anal sex. But I thank you all for stopping by the stream. I do appreciate it. Can't tell you how much I do. Because yada, yada, yada. We'll do, I guess, a stream tomorrow night. Nothing in the morning. But take care. And I will see you guys when I see you.